Creatures of Aether is a free-to-play strategy card game available for both iOS and Android devices, and as of recently is also available on Steam for Windows and Mac, with crossplay across mobile and PC. The game is developed by Taco Boy Studios and Dan Finesi, who is known for Rivals of Aether, of which Creatures is a spin-off, while Resoforce handles the music and sound design. In the game, you collect creatures which can be used to build your own deck of 8 creatures, including one rival creature, which has an especially powerful ability. Games are played on a 4x4 board, as pictured here. Players place their creatures on the board one at a time until the entire board is filled. The aim of the game? To get more points than your opponent by capturing their creatures and defending your own, with 1 point given for every creature you own on board, and an extra point for whoever starts first. In order to turn the tides in your favour, you can make use of several abilities which have varying effects, such as buffing all cards that you own at the end of your turn, gaining +1 for every creature of the same element in your deck, or having to be captured twice before the card is owned by your opponent. But battling is just one half of winning. From the main menu, you can click on the Cards tab to go to the deck building menu. As previously stated, in Creatures of Aether, you play with a deck of 8 creatures, including a stronger rival card at this end. Every creature has its own element, either fire, water, earth, or air, denoted by the icon in the bottom right of the card. Meanwhile, card abilities are denoted in the top right of the card, and more information on the ability is provided if you click on the card, then click on Info. Certain card abilities, such as Home Field, Ally, Power Up, or Upper Hand, benefit decks using multiple creatures of the same element, known as a mono deck. Alternatively, the other deck archetype is the multi-deck, where your deck consists of creatures of a variety of elements, allowing you to make use of abilities such as Avatar, or to use the elemental tiles on the board, as any creatures played on an elemental tile of the same element will be buffed, whereas any creatures played on an elemental tile of a different element will be nerfed, making it harder to get the precious few points that will decide a win. If you have multiple copies of a card, you can also level it up, increasing all of its stats by 1, with all creatures starting on level 1 and the max level being level 4, allowing you to level each card up 3 times. To level up a card, click on it, then click Level Up, and then click the Level Up button. This will, however, cost coins. Want to get new cards? The best way to do this is through a ladder rewards and dungeons. The game's ladder can be accessed by clicking in the center of the main menu. It allows you to collect Abyss Orbs, coins, and many cards that you may want to use. The ladder also allows you to unlock new card abilities that only become available at certain ranks. To access dungeons, click the Dungeons button in the main menu. Here you can see 3 different types of dungeons. The shorter but cheaper Quick Crawl, the Icy Hollow, which is one of 4 different elemental dungeons, which grant greater rewards focused around a specific element, however they're more expensive and longer to complete. Finally, there is the Legendary Dungeon, which is accessed by purchasing the monthly Battle Pass, and it's the longest of all 3, however you are guaranteed a copy of this season's rival if you manage to beat the dungeon. Within a dungeon, you have to battle several AI opponents. You collect cards whenever you level up a card by collecting one you already have in your deck, by putting a card in a safe, such as the one up here, or by selecting a reward from the boss, as upon beating the boss, you will get to select one of these cards to keep a certain number of copies of. Furthermore, dungeons contain chests and or booster packs that allow you to receive even more cards, and plunder prize minigames that allow you to gain extra gold. Dungeons may cost Abyss Orbs to enter, the game's premium currency, however they can help a lot in unlocking new cards, and also help you level up your cards for a competitive advantage on ladder. Creatures of Aether has few various modes available to the player. First off is playing on ladder, which is accessed by clicking the play button on the main menu, where you will be matched up against real players using your currently selected deck. Winning will grant you medals, allowing you to climb up the ranks. Keep in mind, however, that until you reach Bronze 5, you will only play against AI, and you won't lose medals for losing a match until you reach Master rank, the very top rank you can reach. Next is Friendly Battle, which is accessed by pressing Arcade on the main menu, then pressing Friendly Battle, then Play. Here you can challenge a user to a battle by typing in their username, not their nickname, selecting Deck, Draft, or Tournament Battle, then pressing search to send the invite to the player. Deck battle is the standard rule set used on ladder, while tournament battle sets all cards to level 4. Draft battle is the final game mode, which is also in the arcade menu, located to the right of friendly battle. This mode has both players choose half of their own deck and half of the other player's deck from random card selections, making adaptability and each player's strategy vitally important as they cannot rely on a good deck. This game has a battle pass system, similar to many other free-to-play games nowadays, known in Creatures as the Rival Pass. The Rival Pass can be accessed by clicking this header here. For every online battle, you'll receive AP, with the amount varying based on how many points you win the game by. How much AP you have can be seen here. Every 10 AP lets you get the rewards from one level of the Rival Pass. Free-to-play players will get various chests containing cards, orbs, and coins for each level of the pass. However, players can also purchase the pass for $5 US, giving them access to additional rewards on top of that, such as immediate access to a new rival card that season, being able to get unlimited AP per day, access to a legendary dungeon, extra orbs and coins, a new emote, doubled rewards from daily quests, and a Rival Pass exclusive Game Boy Color skin for that pass's rival. Whether you are free to play or you buy the Rival Pass, the level 20 reward will be one copy of that season's rival contained within this legendary chest, with players who purchase the pass gaining an additional copy within another legendary chest. In order to purchase the Rival Pass, you can go to the shop and purchase it here. Seasons last for a full month, with every new season bringing in a new rival, new Rivals Pass, new emotes, and a new leaderboard. The leaderboard does a soft reset every month, where half of your medals above 3,000 get taken away, allowing for more competition the next season. Players in the top 100 of a season by the end of the month get a special master skin of the rival of that month. You can access the leaderboard by clicking Arcade, then Leaderboard, then Play. Here you can see the rankings of every player and how many medals they have. Click on a player to see their current deck, and you can use this button at the bottom to copy their deck to your current selected deck slot, assuming you have all of these cards unlocked. You can also click on Matches to view the results of the last 10 matches you played, including who it was to and the deck they were using. Make sure to do your daily quests for many free orbs and coins. You can access your daily quests by clicking here. You can also get a free daily reward by checking out the shop and looking at the first item under the daily deals section. If you ever see a little gift icon on the button for the cards menu, that means that one of your creatures has a gift for you. By clicking on the creature, you can accept the gift by clicking on Info and then clicking on this little gift icon here. Typically, this gift will be coins or orbs, but when a creature reaches 500 affection, denoted by this number here, the creature will give you a golden skin that you can select, as with all skins, up in this menu here. If you ever struggle to figure out which creature is trying to give a gift to you, go onto any creature's info page and click on the info button next to a creature's affection. This way you can see what creature is waiting to give you a gift underneath the words pending gift. Want to get an idea of how abilities work or how they can be used? Press the arcade button in the main menu, then click challenges and then play. Here you can access challenges and tutorials that teach you about the different abilities and rivals within the game. Upon completing tutorials underneath the general ability section, you will receive free copies of cards with those abilities, allowing you to use them straight away. Creatures of Aether has an active Discord server filled with channels dedicated to matchmaking, deck discussion, strategy and balance discussion, feedback and suggestions, and more. With a helpful community ready to answer any questions that you may have. Here, you can ask for advice from high-level and experienced players. If you're having any issues or concern that can't be resolved by the community, we also have a channel where you can directly ask the developers of the game, but generally try to see if the community knows anything about it first. Ever stuck for deck ideas? A very helpful player in the Discord by the name of Lunaraid keeps a spreadsheet recording many top decks from past week's tournaments. This way you can see what decks, rivals, and strategies are good in the current meta and are gaining results. If you ever need to know the exact stats of a card in the middle of a discussion or a game, you can use the bullet bot in the Discord under the bot commands channel. giving you helpful information on a creature's stats, cost, rarity, element, ability, and what stats they have at every level. This is done by typing $C and then the creature's name. Another tool you can use is use the CMA Vaults' Creatures Deckmaster, which will be linked in the description. This website allows you to build decks when you don't have access to the game or don't have certain cards unlocked. The codes you can generate up here can be imported directly into the game. The Deckmaster is also very useful in more competitive settings, whether it be a high-stakes ladder game or a tournament, as you can use the tool to track what cards the opponent has played, how much cost they have left on their deck, and make predictions on what cards they may have left. The Creatures Deckmaster website is also used to create card pools, which are required for many official Discord tournaments. Hopefully this has been a helpful introduction to get you started as a new Creatures of Aether player. My name is Wind. You can find me in the Creatures of Aether Discord server and subscribe for future Creatures of Aether content.